Would you like?
I've been awake for too long.
I can tell. Would you like to introduce yourself?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, we're reading Homestuck, as you know.
Putting my glasses on.
As I regret this. I regret.
Oh, how to read Homestuck.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure we were gonna do this right, so I got us a uh WikiHow article.
Is this our warm up to
This is
to live reading?
this is our warm up for reading the entirety of Homestuck. Yes.
Okay, so we have to read this all aloud.
We don't have to read it all out. We can like skip through, but this is my first time reading this. Your
Gonna be third.
third time read. Oh, great. I regret this already.
It's the worst thing I've ever read in my life, and I love it so much.
I regret doing this already, but just to make sure we are going to be doing this right, I got a WikiHow article. How to read Homestuck. This was last updated December 10th, 2022.
That is so recent.
Yeah.
Why?
It has 30 co-authors and over 100,000 views.
All right, we gotta read.
All right. Homestuck is one of the longest works in the English language, and the medium by which it was written can offer some challenges when you first begin reading it. If you intend on undertaking the Herculean task of reading this webcomic found on Homestuck.com.
Yeah, they changed the website.
Here are some helpful tips to get you started. So be prepared. All right, we gotta be prepared. Reading Homestuck is no easy feat. All right. And will take a large amount of time. Set aside time just as you would for reading every novel, but be prepared to set aside much more of it.
This is gonna take us months, like actual months.
Reading just Homestuck or doing everything?
Because reading just Homestuck,
because
everything is gonna take years. Almost,
I would say at least 2 years. That's my guess.
Yeah, no, that's gonna take us forever.
Step 2: read it on a computer.
Yeah.
Homestuck uses Flash, which means that it has interactive games, videos, and the like. A mobile or tablet doesn't support Flash, which means that you won't be able to fully enjoy the comic if you read by those means.
I learned that the hard way when I read it the first time. I was so confused for like a lot of it because I didn't play any of the games because I was reading it on my phone. And then I finished it on my computer, and so I had to reread it. That's why I read it the second time, to do the whole thing on my computer.
And also, Flash is dead now, and this was updated last year.
It still works. The Flash videos don't work. That's why they're YouTube videos on the comic now. But the Flash games still work.
If you're using the website and not the unofficial Homestuck collection,
yeah,
which is what I'm using for it.
We'll find out.
3, take notes.
Take notes.
You gotta take notes.
We're going in raw.
Homestuck is filled with. Don't like how you said it like that. Homestuck is filled with important details, and missing one could make you really confused. Write a few sentences for every 50 pages. Then you'll understand it pretty well.
No, absolutely not. We are not going to do that. If we forget something, we just have to live with it.
All right. Don't skip anything.
Yeah, that one's true.
There are several rules, in parentheses. Did I say that right? Quotations. Parentheses, something different. To reading Homestuck. Don't skip the intermissions. Don't skip acts. Don't skip pesterlogs.
Yeah.
Don't give up either, even when it seems incredibly dull.
The first 3 acts are going to be, like, actually grueling to get through. I'm so sorry.
This entire thing is going to be grueling to get through. What are you talking about?
Okay, for you, but, like, the first 3 acts especially.
Details in Homestuck are everything. Though Act 1 may initially seem long and convoluted, it acts as an overture for the work as a whole, and is filled with plenty of important details.
Yeah, it is. It is. Including the ones I stopped using.
5. Avoid spoilers. Most spoilers can be found on Tumblr, the MSPA Wiki, and YouTube. While it can be difficult to avoid, the payoff is definitely worth it.
I feel like even if you see spoilers, if you haven't read it, you're not going to understand a single thing. Yeah, because it's so complicated.
Do not skip over anything! Reiterating, do not skip over anything!
I skipped multiple things when I read it the first time, and reading it the second time, you shouldn't skip anything.
Ever! No matter how useless or boring a part might seem, it is incredibly relevant. This applies to pesterlogs, intermissions, comic links, and the videos. The Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comics are optional, but they're a short read and are referenced many times throughout the comic. Homestuck is best enjoyed with the sound on.
Yeah.
You get the full experience when you are simultaneously listening to the epic tracks that will sometimes be on a couple pages of the comic. Alright, now the next one is... I love the photo. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it.
I did not.
It's one of those classic, amazing WikiHow photos.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh.
Look at that bad boy. Enjoy the comic. Long chunks of text may drag you down, but they are filled with wit and incredible writing. Don't let the sheer size of the thing intimidate you, and just enjoy the work as it is.
As horrible as the fan base is, I actually genuinely enjoy the writing style of Homestuck, even though it is so hard to get through the first few acts.
And we gotta make sure. Here's a community Q&A, just in case. Do you have any other questions? I know I have many questions, like why am I doing this to myself?
You chose to do this to yourself, that's why.
Am I reading Homestuck too fast? I want to savor the comic, but I'm already hooked. I have read up to the end of Act 3 after 2 days.
God,
I don't know how many acts there are, but am I going too fast?
maybe.
Don't worry about reading too fast. Thanks, Tom DeBacker. Remember, you can always read it again. A second reading often reveals many details you might have missed. We're not reading this again.
We're gonna read it 4 times over.
Oh god. Is Act 4 that important?
Yeah,
Every act is
I
crucial!
love Act 4.
As said in the article, no detail is useless. Act 4 is even more important than the rest. How does one convince another to read Homestuck?
I should have read this a while ago.
Homestuck is a tricky beast, and it's definitely not for everyone. Don't try to
Tricky
convince them
beast.
by showing them spoilers, but maybe telling them about what kind of story it is and how it's affected you. If somebody absolutely refuses to read the comic, it may be for the best. Don't force anyone into doing it.
I didn't force you into doing anything. You brought it up to me.
And I regret it every day.
You can't take this back. No, you should leave it like that.
Why am I doing this to myself? I can't wait. I can't wait. Alright, here's some tips as well. Be prepared for confusion. Nothing will be entirely coherent until Act 4.
Yeah, that's true. That's entirely true.
Just be patient. Homestuck is a very long comic, so if you think it's too long for you to read, try to break it up into bits. Set yourself goals and think to yourself like, right, I'm gonna finish Act 1 by next Friday.
I think we should try and finish Act 1
Today?
Yeah,
This
today.
recording session?
This recording. I don't remember how long Act 1 is, but I don't think it's like
Overly long. This can be very helpful at the start of
let's finish the whole
Homestuck.
comic today.
Oh god.
We're gonna be here all night.
When things move quite slowly. Yes, the pictures look kind of sketchy and appear to be bad quality, but the comics are meant to look like they were created using Microsoft Paint. It has a certain charm, don't you think? Pretty soon, you'll get used to it.
You will.
And I fear the day.